Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. You clicked on this video because you're having trouble finding your shade in the new NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, but you think you might be Cappuccino. In this video I'm going to tell you why and how I picked this shade for myself so that it will make it easier for you to find yours. So stay tuned. Well, we're going to jump right into it, but first let me welcome anyone who is new to my channel. I am Elizabeth and we cover all things beauty related here on my channel. We also love really affordable options and I upload those kind of videos once a week. So that is my schedule, you guys. So I'm just going to get into the demo so that you can see how this applies on my skin. I am oily. I do have acne and I also have major texture if you don't follow me. So we're just going to see how this baby wears on my skin, and I will also come back after that demo and do a wear test and I will share my thoughts at the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, let's go. Let's get into this foundation. I'm gonna just give you a really quick backstory on what happened. How did I get to this shade after going through two before this one? So I basically did my little research on YouTube and I was following people who usually are my shade or maybe a shade darker. Everyone was kind of finding it hard to find their shade, so that didn't help very much. But I ended up thinking, hey, I think I may be warm mahogany. So I took that, I went to the NYX store. There was like 4 or 5 shades that I could pass for. Like, honestly, it was crazy. And I'm so glad that we have gotten to this point where we have such a variety to where it's like difficult, but it's also kind of frustrating because we're not used to this kind of thing happening. So we're going through all the swatches and this really cute little lady in NYX was trying to help me and we were just going down the list, you guys. So I ended up coming home with mahogany. Mahogany is a medium deep with pink undertones. Now I know I shouldn't have walked out of there with that, but it looked like it could go with my skin because it matched. When I got home, my face was gray, like literally gray after it set. So then I went on the computer and I researched a little bit more and I was like, okay, maybe I need to stick to the warm mahogany that I thought I was in the beginning. But when I got in the store, I'm like, this is completely too orange. I don't want this. And that is a medium deep with golden undertones, and I know I have golden undertones and I know I have some red, you know, red warm undertones. I like to match my foundation to the deeper part of my skin, so it's more of the warmer part, not the yellow, because I put the yellow back with concealer, right? I ended up picking up Cappuccino, and Cappuccino looks like it's pretty close, and this is considered a medium deep with warm undertones. So I knew that I could pass for either warm mahogany or the Cappuccino one. I decided to go with Cappuccino because warm mahogany was kind of on. What I would suggest, in my opinion, is that you stick to the undertone that you know you are. Even if you think the other undertones match you, I feel like if you know you're a golden undertone or a warm undertone, just go ahead and find a shade within those undertones. You know what I mean? Shayla, it worked for her. She used one that has kind of a pink undertone because it still had golden in it too. But when I did that, and I have acne and I have like scarring and stuff, it just turned gray in a lot of those areas. So it just did not work for me. So if you just want to be safe, I say go with a tone that you know you are, just so that you won't get home and be looking like you did mildewed or like you know, you just want that great cast. Now to get into the details of this foundation and just give you some of the specifics, and I know you've heard them so many times on here, so I'm gonna make it real quick for you, okay? So this foundation comes in 45 beautiful shades, and I think they're categorized in 4 different undertones, which is golden, pink, warm, neutral. That's what it is. If it's anything different, I am going to leave it somewhere on this screen. It retails for $15, so that is a little pricey for drugstore foundation, but hey, if it worked good, $15 is worth it, right? Super full coverage. It's a comfy formula. It doesn't transfer. It glides on smooth. Delivers up to 24 hours wear, which I don't wear anything for 24 hours. My face will look like terrible. Bumps everywhere. So controls shine. It's mattifying. Did I say long wear? It's long wear. It does not clog pores. It's suitable for normal, oily, combination, and sensitive skin types. Okay, so this is what my face looked like all done. This eye look is going to be in Monday's video, so if you subscribe, you will definitely get a notification. I have wore this foundation couple of days this week, so I do know how I feel about it already, but I do want to still just wear this right now for a couple of hours just to really make sure what I feel is what I feel. So I will come back in a couple of hours and I will share my thoughts on this foundation, and I'll also share what I put on my face and list that down below, so you will know exactly how I got this beat. All right, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I am back and this is what my face is looking like after almost 5 hours. Like I said before, I've tried this foundation on before, so I already have my thoughts on it. I just wanted to show you guys how it wore for a couple of hours. So this is 5 hours on my oily, acne prone skin. I set my whole face with the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder right here. And this is not oil control or anything, it's just a very yellow powder. And then I set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I just put it in this little container right here. In my opinion, let me see, right now I like it even more than I did when I first applied it. When you first apply it, it is very matte. It's very, very matte. I usually, even as an oily skin person, do not go for super matte foundations because in person it makes my texture look crazy. On camera, beautiful. I notice with my texture, matte foundation in person just doesn't look like that. So I tend to go more for a matte, but not like too matte. I like the way it looked when it first went on, and I just like it more right now because it's kind of like my oils are starting to absorb a little bit into the makeup and it just looks really good. I have not blotted or anything. I feel like I look pretty flawless. And even my texture, it doesn't look so bad. It's not increasing how my texture is on my face already. It hasn't worn down at all. I think it's a beautiful foundation. Is it long wearing? Yes, because I wore this from noon to about 2 in the morning last weekend. And kid you not, my face was intact, you guys. So I do think that this is long wearing. I will never wear this for 24 hours. Don't ask. My face, my acne will act totally up. I think it is comfortable as well. It feels actually lightweight and I don't feel like it's heavy at all or that it even looks cakey. Yeah, it looks like you have makeup on, but it doesn't look cakey. I do think that it controls the oils in your face. I think it looks better when it is worn a little bit more. I haven't tested out the waterproof claim, but I do know that when I was sweating, when I was dancing and stuff, the day I wore it from noon to 2 in the morning, I was dancing around, I was sweating and stuff, and it did not break down the foundation. If you like foundations, or if you haven't found a stable foundation and you really want one, I do have a foundation try on playlist, so you can definitely check that out. I will leave it in the cards and I'll also leave it down below. I've tried so many, you guys. Utilize that playlist. If you're new here, I hope by now you consider subscribing and being a part of the royal family. And if you are not caught up yet, I do have some latest and greatest videos that I will have somewhere around my head. You can go ahead and check those out as usual. God bless you all and have a great day, night, or whatever it is where you are. Bye guys.